I'm the best there is at what I do. But what I do best isn't very nice. Welcome! It has begun!
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cracka, which is comics, reviews, awesome movies, comedy, and anything else I think kicks ass. This is episode 63, I believe. Hope. Anyway, I got an idea from R.95, the Great Legend Show. Thanks. He had asked the question, how come I don't put any like retro games on my show or anything? It's a good question, and it's a good idea. Never really thought of it. I kind of put on, I think, a couple episodes, way back when I first started. I put up Mugen, which not many people know what Mugen is, but it's kind of like a game engine, basically, a fighting game engine, where you can put any kind of fighting character, background, music, whatever you want, into your own fighting game. Like, you make it your own. Pretty much what I did with that, which I kind of showed a little bit, which I'm going to show more down the line, because I just think it's an awesome thing. I basically filled up my roster with just DC and Marvel characters, a couple video game characters here and there, but mostly DC and Marvel, and some characters that don't even exist in fighting games are on there, so it's kind of cool. But I will show a retro game on here that I'm going to actually show. You can see how bad I am at playing it, but I'm going to get to that little later on. One thing I wanted to get into that I had, well, I didn't forget to mention, but I just noticed it recently, and I was like, it was a pretty cool thing, and I figured I'd go over it in this episode because it kind of relates. I had gotten a question, what was my favorite toy back in the 80s. I'm actually trying to clean this off a little bit. It's actually got cobwebs on cobwebs on cobwebs. But anyway, one thing I forgot to mention, which was interesting things that I had when I was a kid, were which I'll show them down the line too, of course, which I think I might have shown them already. But anyway. Battle Beast, Army Ants, Guts. They were cool characters. I actually like the Army Ants a lot, here's one of them. This guy was one of the orange thing. He was like a little flying bomber kind of guy. Had the little green nub. Ooh, jeez, dropping them already. Thank God they're durable. 80s was built to last back then. But anyway, there was originally there was two things of this. There was a blue team, which was the good guys, and there was the orange team, which were the bad guys. The blue team had, like, a wide variety, had, like, a commander. Each one had a commander. This orange had, like, a sniper. They had different kind of, they had, like, like a SEAL team. They had, like, an Air Force team. They had an artillery team. Each one had, a flamethrower team, all that stuff. But what people really don't know, which is very, very hard to find, and even eBay, I seen it once on eBay, and it was going for a hell of a lot of money, is when these came out, like I said, originally they was just the orange and the blue. They kind of got popular, they kind of didn't. It was kind of like up and down. Kids like to have them because they were small, you keep them in your pocket, bring them to school, whatever. towards the later, I guess the later 80s, when these things were about to be just flat out done, like they were just done making them, they made two other teams, black, and I believe it was, I think it was red. Yeah, it was black and red. And they were kind of like, I guess, like spies for each team. The black was like a ninja type team for the good guys, and the red was like a ninja type team for the orange guys. Now, when they made the black and red army ants, there was only a few. I think there was like I think there was 4 for each, and they never got around to making other sets because they just kind of, that's when it ended. When they made the 4 characters of the black ninjas for the blue team and the red ninjas for the orange team, that's basically when the army ants just kind of went done. If you can find them, oh man, they are worth a lot of money, because I had seen on eBay, this was like almost a year ago, when I was looking at Battle Beast just out of curiosity how much they were going for. This guy was selling the complete red and black set, because they, the set of 4 came in one package and so on and so forth. He was selling both sets in the box, not opened, for over $7,000. And he actually had bids on it, so it's insane. They are impossible to find because not many people even know they existed. But even if you can find the orange and blue ones, they're even hard to find too. But I just figured that was fun. Moving on to some games here. Alright, RDowdy95, like I said, good idea. He's like, show some retro games on your stuff, so that's what I'm going to do. The game I'm going to play, and show you how bad I am at it, because, these games, when you were a kid, some of them were friggin' impossible. It's for Nintendo. And here's a Nintendo. It's one of the original sleeves. This is what the game looked like. TNC Surf Design. I loved this game when I was a kid. Still have it. My Nintendo does still work. I actually have 2 of them. One works, and one of them is kind of works when it wants to. But I'm not going to be playing this on the Nintendo. I'm going to actually be playing it on my computer, because I actually have... when I was a kid, I had like way over 100 video games for Nintendo. Which was cool. You were the cool kid back then when you had a lot of cool Nintendo games. That's why I kind of find it funny in a way that people bitch about the prices of video games now. Like, 10 years ago they were, $49.99 or whatever it is. When these came out, it's cartridge, they were $59.99, and this was in the 80s. So this was $60 just for this thing. And it didn't have anywhere near what games have nowadays. And a lot of people say, oh, well, no, it was cartridge compared to CD, which is very true, because if you look at Nintendo 64, they were charging $60 a game, whereas PlayStation was charging $39 to $49, give or take, when it came out. So that's why I really don't mind too much the fact that they charge more money for the game, because if you look at the difference, you play a Nintendo game and then you play a game now. But anyway, I had well over 100 Nintendo cartridges back in the day, and like many people, I traded them in, which was stupid, because I wanted to get the new system or the new games or whatever it was. So I think I traded in quite a few. I think I only have maybe less than 10 Nintendo games, actual cartridges left. But thanks to the computer and emulators and stuff like that, I actually have every single Nintendo game that I ever wanted to play. Every Genesis game. I still have a couple Genesis games here and there. I have every Super Nintendo game, N64 game, everything is just kind of all in here. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you just how hard Nintendo games used to be back in the day, because, like I said, some of these ones, when I was a kid, they were impossible to get past certain levels. I was like, oh my god. And then when you get older, they seem kind of like, wow, that was hard. Some of them, not all of them, because there are still quite a few Nintendo games that I have yet to beat that are still kicking my ass. And this is actually one of them. I've gotten pretty far in this game back in the day, and recently I played it. I think I got to like level 5. But I'm going to be playing both versions of this thing. You can choose from skating or surfing, or you can choose skating and surfing. So I'm going to do the skating and surfing. It alternates between, blah, blah, blah. But I have to warn you, I suck a lot at these games. Some of the old Nintendo games, like I said, they were tough. Without further ado, I give you TNC Surf Design, which was actually Town & Country. It was called back in the day, TNC. Enjoy. What's up, everyone? Let me lower the sound a little bit. This is actually TNC surf design. I'm going to do the big wave, wood and water, whatever the hell you want to call it. Alrighty. I personally like the gorilla and the 50s guy, but let's see what I can do here. See if I remember how to play this game. Alright, there we go. That's jump and that's speed, I believe. Alright. Now we're good. He's walking like an Egyptian. The thing that's crazy about this game is not only are you against the clock, but you're against all these friggin' obstacles. Let's see. Woo! Not bad. Sorry, it's a little crooked, but it's kind of hard to play when the thing's right in front of me. So, all right, now this is the surfing thing. This guy was called Thrilla Gorilla, I believe. Which this one, the surfing thing was a real bitch. You gotta as you can see, you gotta score points and get a certain amount, and then you can kind of go into the what the hell is it? The board or the boardwalk or something. Which, like I said, it's very hard to do. As you can see how much I suck. Trying to get a big wave. Oh, nope, didn't do it. Hit the wrong button. Yay! I suck. Getting my ass kicked. See if I can do it now. There we go. A little surf. Let's see if I can get the hell out of here. I can I? Oh no, I died right before the boardwalk. Ah! But that's good because I can just kind of go to it now. There we go. That's pretty much it. It's very, very simple indeed. They actually made a sequel to this game, and it just flat out blew. I mean, the sad part is I actually have the damn thing, but it just sucked. Woo! Let's see here. Try some other stuff. Gonna get crazy. Jump over it. Oh, oh. Oh, damn. Woo! I know everyone watching this is like, oh man, this game is freaking boring. You know, what the hell? But telling you, back in the day, these are the games you played. And it gets harder, trust me. This is only the second level, or third level, what do you want to do it. Whatever you want to call it. But then they start adding obstacles and all sorts of crap. So now I'm against the timer again. That's what made it really hard, is the damn timer. Seems short, but like I said, the further up you go, the harder the boards get and the longer they get. And this, like I said, I picked both to kind of show them off that you had two different options to play as. But I'm telling you, man, no matter what you picked, it was a bitch. Woo! And I think, you know, the skateboarding one wasn't bad. It wasn't as hard as the surfing. The surfing is just flat out a pain in the ass. It's fun, but a pain in the ass. They have like a part in here when I'm dead. They have when you get higher up, like not only do seagulls give you problems, but they have like freaking sharks and piranhas and all sorts of crap that'll get in your game. As you can see, I can't go to the boardwalk yet. There it is, there it is. Oh, I did make it. Damn. But the good news is, like I said, you can kind of just go to it now. Yay! Yay! Hope I'm not boring anybody. Hope everyone's getting kind of a nostalgia feel for those who grew up in the 80s. This is one of those games that a friend of mine was a huge skateboarder. So he got me into this stuff. Because back in the 80s, skateboarding was extremely popular. It kind of is now, but nowhere near like it was in the 80s, and I'm screwed. And I'm dead. And that's the end of the game. See that? Just that easy. Anyway, I hope everyone liked this little nostalgia thing, and perhaps I'll do some more of them. Some other games. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe. Well, please hit the subscribe. Yeah, hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. If you like what you see, hit the like button. And as always, not the size of the man cave you have, it's what you have in it. Later.